On the docket tonight, the next live trial here on Court TV, the math teacher murder case. Ted Rowlands has the story.
43-year-old school teacher Kay Baker's life ended violently in the early morning hours of May 28th earlier this year. A neighbor called police after hearing screams coming from the Florida home Baker shared with her boyfriend, 47-year-old Matthew Terry. When police arrived, they found Baker dead in the yard with a large stab wound to her neck. Inside the home, police found signs of forced entry to a bedroom. A bathroom door appeared to be kicked in and drops of blood leading out of the house. Investigators followed the trail of blood to a neighbor's backyard, and that's where they found Baker's boyfriend, Terry. According to a police report, he was found laying down on his back, concealed in the tree line, wearing a T-shirt and underwear soaked in blood. Injuries investigators said were possibly self-inflicted.
He comes across as like a very normal, caring person.
Michelle Rogers dated Terry in Michigan, where he was convicted of stabbing her 7 times and served 3 years in prison. Rogers told Tampa Bay Channel 10 that she was devastated about the new accusations, but not surprised.
When I found out about what happened to Miss Kay Baker, my heart kind of fell to the floor. Although that news was shocking, I mean, I knew all along. I knew from what happened to me.
The night Baker was killed, witnesses described seeing her with Terry at a neighborhood bar. That Terry was upset with her, saying, quote, "I saw you dancing with that guy." Terry's case has moved quickly from his arrest in May to his trial. He's maintained his right to a speedy trial. Initially, the state attorney declined to seek the death penalty. That changed when Governor Ron DeSantis had him removed from office and replaced him with Susan Lopez. She's now pursuing the death penalty against Terry, and Terry's attorney is accusing her of playing politics.
Ms. Baker, as Mr. Diaz had said earlier, was nearly decapitated when the knife that Mr. Terry plunged into her throat.
In the meantime, the friends and family of the 3rd grade teacher he's charged with killing, they're expressing their devastation on social media, calling Baker's death an unimaginable tragedy and mourning the loss of her energy and kindness.
Almost decapitated her. And this is a guy who attacked another woman, was convicted in another state, served time for it. They let him out. And guess what he did like 5 months later? Allegedly. Those are the allegations. He's presumed innocent. I know that. You know that. Let's bring back in our think tank. Still with us, Renee Hill, Carrie Jernigan, and Tama Beth Cudman. Tama, this is your state, Florida. Death penalty. You know, this is a guy who allegedly, well, he has a history. The question is if he committed this crime with that history, this is someone who probably deserves the ultimate punishment.
If you believe in it, Vinny, which not all of us do, there are a lot of reasons
the
why
state of Florida
many of us don't
it.
think it's a good idea. That's true. That's very true.
It's the law of the land.
It is the law of the land, and there is now a prosecutor in place who's willing to pursue the death penalty. Certainly from a strict analysis of, you know, some of the aggravating factors that would speak in behalf of a death penalty here, this certainly fits. You know, again, it's a question of whether or not you believe in the death penalty. Certainly, this would be a death penalty case if you believe in the death penalty.
Yeah, but Renee, we thought that in the Parkland school shooting. You know, 17 people taken, the attempted murder of 17 others. Florida is very difficult to get a death penalty verdict these days. They've completely changed the law down there. Makes it more challenging. What are your thoughts about this case in that light, Renee?
Well, it is certainly a very heinous case. I mean, the injury itself just speaks of just horror, you know, and rage. They were, I don't know if they were in a relationship or if a relationship gone wrong, if they were just neighbors. But there has to be a certain kind of rage to inflict that type of an injury on someone. And so it speaks of a death penalty situation. I don't believe in the death penalty, as you know, But
yeah, we've gone over that a few times, Renee. We've gone over that a few times.
Yes, we have. So, but in a state where it is appropriate, and you look at facts, unless there are mitigating factors that can be presented, which I don't know if there are, if there's some sort of a mental defect that would have caused his actions, or who knows. But without mitigation, that's where it belongs.
Carrie, the real problem with the way our system handled this guy is that it was a similar attack on another woman who survived, right? She survived. And when I see cases where someone is trying to kill someone but isn't successful, in my eyes, I see no difference. I see no difference if you're attempting to take someone's life versus actually taking someone's life. Because to me, the crime is about what is in your mind. What did you want to do? You wanted to end a life. And I don't understand why sometimes prosecutors, sometimes juries, sometimes judges, and sometimes legislators, the way they write the laws, they look at these things differently. Like it's different and should be punished differently. But if we punished people who tried to take a life the same way people who take a life, then they wouldn't have a second chance to take another life like happened here.
I mean, it's hard to, as a prosecutor, to go back and wonder what happened in that other case. You don't know if there was a cooperating victim or what the situation was, but I can tell you that will definitely be looked at as part of the aggravating circumstances for the death penalty. We'll just have to see if those mitigating factors are present like they were in the Parkland shooter. But Florida, you've got to get 12 unanimous jurors to say yes on the death penalty. That is so hard. You can't walk into any room and find 12 people in support of the death penalty and then find it in an individual case. So I think it's going to be a tough sell on the death penalty on this case, but we will see.
Yeah, it's really been a hodgepodge. We relaunched the network back in 2019. We've covered a whole bunch of death penalty cases down there, and it's very difficult. Tama Beth, back in the old days, it was like 7-5 for death. You got death. Like it was.
But can you imagine a circumstance under which this is a final verdict, right? I mean,
well, how about this? How about this? A compromise. How about 12-0 for death or 12-0 for life? Anything in between? We do it again. We do it maybe 2 or 3 times, and then you get life.
Well, there are a whole bunch of problems with that. But, Vinny, think about it. For the victims, don't we want finality? And, whatever your opinion on the death penalty is and whether some people deserve to die, that's a discussion for another day. But for these victims, when people are convicted and get the death penalty, the appeals go on for years and years and years.
That is
There's
true.
a lack of finality. And if nothing else, for the Parkland families, and we're all heartbroken for them, think about the fact that they get to start truly healing now. This case is over. They can stop thinking about the man that did this, and start thinking about healing.
That's what we've got to hope for.